Okay, so I ran out of a limit on the video shooting. So the car runs good. I'm gonna finish up the wiring on it. Mass airflow bypass, I'm gonna solder it. So we have good connection there. Clear the code scanner is a very helpful machine. Tighten up all the vacuum to the intake, and to me this is good. This is great. Car runs good. Noise for the belt tensioner, not a problem. Can be replaced. Gas again. Okay, so here we have it. Car runs great. Hopefully everything's gonna be fine with it, and I see no reasons why it would have not be. Get a shot from the inside. Okay, oh, nice and warm here. It's 46 degrees out. So here we have our RPMs. It's pretty nice, and they stay rock steady. Not like before, it would hunt from about 1200 to 1000, then it would go down to like 500, then it goes to 700. So that's the throttle body problem. And of course, check your mass airflow when the car is hot. When it's cold, not extremely necessary for the mass airflow to give good readings, because car runs in open loop, so it doesn't really sense much of the air, just like some. But when it's in closed loop, it has to work perfectly fine. Otherwise, there's going to be issue with idle speed, pickup power, and all the issues that you find. Now the air conditioner is on. As you can see, this button is depressed. The low speed of fan. So you can see that when our air conditioner comes on, RPMs go up slightly. That's normal. That's how it should be. I'll put some lights on. Sometimes RPMs go down a little bit. You can see nothing happens, so that's good. Didn't even feel a change of RPMs, so that's awesome. Alright, well, I think we got it. This car is nice and ready to go, at least for the problems it came with, but there are some other things that we'll do. Like I said, I'm going to change those wiring, solder the bypass real quick. Bypass connects to the same exact, it's actually terminal number 2 on over voltage protection relay that sends power to the mass airflow. I will of course preserve that. I'm not gonna just run it to 12 volt battery terminal. That would not be wise. So that's what I got my power, the proper power from terminal 2 on the over voltage protection relay. Now what else? And that's about all. I mean, next thing would be the belt tensioner noise, and tighten all the connections. Tune up would be good, and finishing up with the wiring. Alright, well, if anything that you need me to check and test, you can bring the car over. I'm in Brooklyn, New York. Throttle body rewire I also doing pretty much, I would say a couple of weeks, couple of them a week rather, because many people have these problems and they're expensive, even for non-ASR models. Hard to find the one that matches also, because it has to have the same exact number on it, part number. But I rewire your original to just the same way as it was when it came with the car, so no mix and match programming or anything. Need it, just plug it back in, done deal. It'll run just fine. So here I'm pretty happy the way it came out. The shadow throttle body one more time. It's sealed from elements of silicone, and a nice shiny wiring loom goes across, covering cables. And again, when you do anything on the car, try not to really touch the wires, because the wires are usually bad also. if I'm going to bend wires over here, or by the ignition coils over there, where it passes into the loom from the ignition coils, then most likely the insulation will flake off, and there's going to be a serious problem. Wires will start shorting out, and then the wiring harness, the whole thing has to be pulled out, either replaced or rewired. But that's what I'm trying to do. So this here, as you can see, some insulation still remains. So all I'm gonna have to do is just gonna cover it up and let it be for the time being. This is not super critical. The car will still run. It's not gonna stall on you or anything. It's just not gonna be bad gas consumption, the idle speed, the bad power, but it will run with this. Same for the mass airflow. It will still run. But if these wiring go, the injector wires go, you would have more serious issues. The car would stall, the car would misfire, so there will be very, very limited power, and that is most, way more serious than just having a bad reading of the temperature sensor or mass airflow. The car at least will run on preset value, more or less. So for this reason, for the time being, we're not changing the harness, we're not pulling it out of the car. I'm just gonna do some spot repairs. Somebody just put some tape before me, so just gonna seal it up around here and have customer drive the car for a little bit. If he experiences problems again, we can just rewire it right from the beginning all the way to the computer. It's more bigger job, but you're still not pulling the harness. I'm just going to bypass 2 cables all the way to the computer and 4 cables from here all the way to the computer. Again, it's kind of a risky enterprise because you have to cut into the loom that goes right into the computer. There's a big wire right there. Right over here, so you can see, there's one connector and a second connector. Some wires go here, some wires go there, so it's not recommended to just pull on those a lot as well, because insulation there, it's better, but still flakes off. Alright, well, thanks for watching. It was Victor from restoreyourmercedes.com. Any questions, you can visit my site. I'll put these videos on my site as well, restoreyourmercedes.com. And any questions, my email is vsandvs@optimum.net, or you can find my information on the website as well. So happy motoring, happy benzing, somebody said once on the forum, which was cool. Alright, so happy benzing, I guess. Alright, take care.